guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Emily Santini and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about things that we need to do to start off 2024 the right way. I love making videos like these that are like a to-do list because so many people always comment that they want to do so many things but they don't really know where to start. So I feel like this is how you start getting better. This is how you become a better version of yourself. Let's just get started. I think the most important thing to do before starting a new year is reflecting on the year that just went by. There's many different ways of reflecting on it. The first is you can just sit down and just basically kind of like have a conversation with yourself and reflect on a couple of things. Some of the things that I think are super important to reflect upon are to evaluate the relationships in your life. Look at the new ones, look at the old ones, the ones that you met this year and the ones that you let go this year. Consider which relationships are positive and supportive and which ones are kind of iffy. And it's also important when you're looking at all these relationships and you're looking at basically kind of everything that happened to forgive and like let go of any of the things, small things that happen, so you can start your new year fresh. And this is mainly for yourself because it feels good to forgive and let go of something, especially at the start of something new, to have like that fresh start. Since looking back at like the whole year can be kind of hard and sometimes you don't even know what to think about, the way to specifically tackle on everything that happened is you can also journal. And I have some journal prompts that you can use to reflect. So my three favorite ones are who did you love, twists in your life, and biggest accomplishments. I think those are great starting points for you to just ramble on about like everything that happened, and they're really good to think about because twists in your life is something that I never thought about. But if you actually think about it, yes, now you know everything that happened. But looking back, there are some things that happened that you would have never expected. I've also compiled other prompt ideas that I put in the description. I think it's like 18 things, 18 different prompts that you can use to journal. I think journaling is such a good habit to have. This is something that I want to start doing even more in 2024. I did some this year, but I would like to expand. And reflecting is one of those things that it's always good to do so that you can learn more about like your life and also about yourself. The last thing of reflecting on your past year is also looking at your finances. I've seen so many TikToks of people that are like, this is how much I spent on coffee this year. I definitely need to cut this down. I think that's such a good way to think about it. You can look at ways to like save money, or you can look at if you spent too much money on gifts or if you spent too much money on going out. We're looking at ways to like improve for the next year. Just look at your patterns or things that you spend the most money on and keep that in mind for the next step. The next step is going to be setting goals for the new year. This is so important because we already do this in our heads. Whenever we start a new year, we always think of different ways that this year is going to turn out, like new year, new me. That's a goal. This way, I think you can do it in a more organized manner and it will help your goals come true. The first couple things that you need to think about when you're setting your new goals is what went wrong / regrets, and also what went right. And you can use this to set your goals for next year. An example for me of like what went wrong / regrets, it doesn't even have to be that deep. It can be like the gym, for example. I love going to the gym, but once the school year started, it was so hard for me to go. I would just be very like off and like not scheduled, and I wish that I would have gone more consecutively or at least follow a schedule. Now I can use that to create my plan for next year, knowing that I should do the expectation of going once a week or going a specific day, like going like on a Saturday. And now I know that that will be easier for me to follow. I think the biggest takeaway is you're analyzing what happened so that you can create better goals that are easier to follow and easier to complete. Another thing is to set kind of ambiguous general goals for the whole year. Only set specific goals for January. So many things change throughout the whole year. There are so many things that happen that I wouldn't have expected them to happen, especially for someone that struggles with following a strict plan. Things happen. You move countries. Now you're having so much harder time dealing with all the goals you had already set, and it can make you just want to throw away your goals altogether. We want to have like a good year in which we're actually being thoughtful about how we're going about our lives. So what you're going to do is, let's use the exercise example. You can say, I'm going to exercise every month throughout the whole year, and then you can maybe even set a specific goal by the end of the year. Oh, I'll do the turkey trot by Thanksgiving. But you're not going to set specific goals every single month until Thanksgiving. What you're going to do is you're going to set a specific goal for January. You don't know how fast or how slow you're going to improve, so that's why you have to always be thinking about how you're going to adapt that for the new month. And also, if you do it in this way, you can set like every first Sunday is going to be the day that I'm going to set the new goals for this month. And that can also be a great time that you set aside to reflect. Another thing for setting goals is to think of 3 main areas to set goals for. So what I wrote down is work, health, and hobbies. Work can also be school. So work is more like what goals do you want to achieve, like money-wise or either grades-wise or scholarships-wise or college-wise. Health is both physical, so like gym, sports, and also mental. And then hobbies, which is a great opportunity to be like, oh, I want to learn something new, or I want to master something. Way to be able to keep your goals throughout the whole year is to make a list of how you're going to start achieving and how you're going to keep yourself in track. I'm thinking of maybe doing a habit / goals for the new year. I ideas and how to like fully follow them and things like that. Would you guys be interested in that? Comment down below if you want to see a video for that. Next up, after we've done the habits and goals, we're gonna declutter our space. So this goes for both physical and digital. My room is gonna be a mess right now, and it's gonna be a mess after Christmas because of all the Christmas wrappings and all the decorations. So it's important to take this time, especially because we're in winter break and we have the time to clean everything. That way we can have a fresh start for the new year. And this is also like a great time to get rid of things that you don't need. See what clothes you outgrew, see what things you're not using anymore, especially like homework assignments. Since I'm still in high school, my semester 1 and semester 2 classes are the same, but like it might be different for you. You might be in college and like you might be completely done with a class. Take the time to like throw things away. Throw old papers that you're not gonna use. That way it's not like in a corner like collecting dust. It's actually being like either recycled or just like out of the space, and you can have a better like environment. This goes also for digital, especially if you do anything that takes so much storage, like YouTube videos that you have to always take the time to get them out of your computer. This is the time to do it. It's also unsubscribing and unfollowing things that you don't want to see. This can be either email, so unsubscribing from brands that you used to follow, or maybe you just did for the Black Friday or like Christmas deals. That way you don't have so much junk on your emails, as well as like Instagram. So unfollow people that don't really align with your goals for 2024, and follow people that do align with your goals for 2024. And now every time you go online, you can see that as an inspiration, and that's gonna help you. Next up, we're gonna be creating a routine. Right now is the perfect time to start. We have the freedom to completely define how our days are gonna go. If you start now, it's gonna be so much easier to follow once things pick up and work starts and school starts and assignments start and tests are coming in. So look at your goals and set a habit that aligns with your goals. So if, for example, you want to read and it's kind of hard to read sometimes, so you're like, oh, let me read in the morning for breakfast. Start a habit of doing that during winter break, and then when school starts, yeah, you'll read for shorter, but that's going to be a habit that you're already going to be used to, so you're going to continue reading throughout the whole year. Reset yourself. This is the time to do everything you've been pushing back. Get waxed, do your hair, take an everything shower, do everything you've been putting off. This way you can start with a clean slate for the new year. You won't have things piled up that you have to do like a full day, or else you're not going to achieve it. Once the new year starts, you can do like, oh, I'm going to do my nails one day, and then I'm going to do my hair another day, and then it's easier to keep up with those things. Review and update your resume. If you're in high school, this is great. So both, if you want to apply for a job, you can, and also have to do your resume for colleges, right? So it's good to already start doing that, especially if you're a junior like me, then you're going to be applying for colleges soon. If you're in university, you're going to be applying to scholarships, and updating your resume is just going to help you with that. And lastly, make a vision board / bucket list. This is for the people that are very visual. If you have all these things, all these ideas that you want to follow for the new year, why not make a vision board? That way you can always see it, right? You can always see it if you put it in your wall. You can always see it if you put it like on your computer or your phone. It'll be a constant reminder of all the things you want to accomplish, and it'll motivate you to accomplish them, to be a better version of yourself. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Comment down below other things that you guys are looking forward to for the new year, some goals that you have, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!